What's going on, guys? This is Bird Talks FTW, and this is my review of the Zaku 2 concept from the manga developers, Mobile Suit Gundam Before the 1 Year War. It's a manga that talks about before the 1 Year War started, and when the CN was still developing on mobile suits, and before they started the revolution against the Federation. And this guy is a Zaku 2 concept. They had a lot of different concepts that came together to create the Zaku 2 that we all love and came to like and see all over the place. And it started with guys like this. This is one of the many different concepts that are covered in the manga. So I have myself an old master grade Zaku 1 and an old master grade Zaku 2, and so I figure, why not? I get both of the pieces together, both of do a little kit bash and use the head from the Zaku 1 like in the manga, because they haven't developed or they haven't made the head for the Zaku 2, the round shoulder from the Zaku 1, a main body from the Zaku 2. They used the cooling cables, I think that's how they're called. That was the first development of them. They still hadn't developed in the face yet, so I used that from the Zaku 2. The legs are still from the Zaku 1, so this was part of the development of it. And I think in the thrusters themselves are still from the Zaku 1. So I figured I got it together to create, Zaku 2 concept, just like in the manga. I could have gone either way with a lot of different changes, but I went with him. The colors themselves, I figured I went with green and yellow to differentiate the colors. You can't really tell what colors they are in the manga, but you could tell the two shades of two different colors. So I figured when I use a dull kind of yellow, I do a diltating, a little bit of weathering, and a green with some type of shadowing. I don't know, my mind is going all over the place. Yeah, with some pre-shading. There you go, that's the word. I don't know why I forgot how to say that. And yeah, I did a little details in the head. I don't know if you could see that. I used in the back, I used the big thrusters, because that's what it had in the manga, but they decided to take them out for the more efficient, energy efficient, the smaller thrusters, because they believed that the pilot himself couldn't handle the speed and the amount of energy that was going to be wasted. After the special Zakus and the unit riding, and they came out with the idea or something like that. Again, the translation I got is pretty cheesy, because I don't speak Japanese, so I don't read it. So that's what I got out of it. That's why they used the old the big thrusters, but then they decided to go with something more energy efficient or something like that, because the idea was to mass produce it, and it would be really, really expensive to do so, I think. So this is my humble attempt at the kit. I tried to paint it with two different colors that made sense. I tried to combine it, I tried to do something different. And this was my humble attempt at my first kit bash. I'm not gonna go into articulation or anything like that, because again, if you want to see that, you could there's 100 reviews for the Zaku 1 and the Zaku 2, and this pretty much has the same articulation from an old master grade. So it's not gonna move a lot, it's not gonna have any dynamic poses, but it's still a pretty good model, and I think it's something different that it looks good in the shelf with a bunch of other Zakus. And anything that has a story behind it and has some type of meaning and that has been produced, it's pretty cool. So if any of you guys have an old Zaku 1 and an old Zaku 2, and you guys could make a concept yourselves, just look at the manga. It's really interesting and really cool. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Bye bye.